Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Savannah Smiles. I feel like you guys are gonna be able to hear my air conditioner. It's usually a buzzing sound that comes from this, but if you're hearing some kind of like a buzzing sound or wind blowing sound, it's the air conditioner, so I apologize, but I don't wanna roast while I'm doing this, and probably the best way would be to not wear a jacket. But I'm gonna do that for this video because all of my clothes are in the washing machine. Anyways, I've been feeling a little bit stressed and tired and down, as I am usually when I film these videos. So I figured it was a good time to film one of these videos. I love doing the get readies with me. It's 4:59, so this isn't really a get ready with me because most of the day is over. I just want to do my skincare stuff today, so you guys are gonna be coming along with that. So I'm gonna move my handy dandy microphone, and it's gonna definitely be in frame, but let's get on that. How do I make this work? Well, you can definitely see it, but this might make the audio a little bit better. I don't know. I also got a bowl of mangoes right here. I'm in a little bit of a slump today. I got my second shot this morning at 8:30, and I think since around like 11 or noonish, I got a headache and just a little bit lower energy than normal, but I usually have a headache anyways, so that's nothing new for me. By the way, I'll do a quick explanation in between each product of what each product is for those of you who aren't used to my videos or haven't seen these before or not familiar with my skincare routine. But for those of you who are, I'll make it brief, don't worry. So first up, I got the Skin Magician Foaming Cleanser. It foams up just like any hand soap would, as you can tell from kind of this nozzle here. But a cleanser essentially is the same thing as face wash. For those of you watching who don't know what a cleanser is, this bad boy cleans your face. I'm spacing on the name of it right now, but essentially you press it and you can see how it starts rotating. It has two modes, that mode, and then essentially it just helps you clean out the skin, the pores a little bit better, and it also helps you exfoliate dead skin cells. So you know what's funny? The clearer that my skin's been getting, and it's been really good and clear recently, the more I am noticing acne scars on my face. Which is kind of a bummer, because I'm like, oh man, how do you get those things to go away? I've tried like little scar faders and like it helps a little bit, and obviously I'm wearing sunscreen every day, so I'm not making the problem worse, but it does kind of suck. That's what everyone wants, right? Big acne scars from picking at your face all during high school. Why did you do that to yourself, past Macy? Gotta rinse the brush. I'm gonna switch out my battery really quick. Did it get really bright again all of a sudden? Okay, let me fix this. Darn it, it was cloudy. And I think the sun came out. So I gave something to Bailey to keep her busy and also switched out the battery and fixed the lighting. All right, so here's the infamous toner that I hate. This one has salicylic acid. I don't like this one and I don't recommend it, and I'm gonna be looking for a new one, but this is the one I'm using for now. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be posting this, honestly, relative to when I filmed it, or even if I'm going to post it at all. There's sometimes I just film videos and then it's like, oh, it didn't work out, or I don't like it all that much. I don't know though if I do post this when it's going to be posted relative to when it was filmed. But they just lifted the mask mandate for people who have been like fully vaccinated, which is good. All hail the Peter Thomas Roth pumpkin enzyme mask. There's a lot that pumpkin enzyme masks do, but really quickly I'm just gonna say why I love it. It helps resurface kind of the layer of my skin. I love this. It's amazing. If you want to learn more on pumpkin enzyme masks, definitely check it out. They lifted it on Friday, and well, it's not like a fully lifted. It's for most situations for fully vaccinated people, which I had my second vaccination appointment today, and so I was good. I was like, oh heck yeah. Apparently today when I was in there getting my shot done, they're like, oh, are you first? Are you first? Are you first? Because they're getting a very big flood of people now who want to get it done because they're over the whole mask thing. But I kind of beat the curve with that since I started it so many weeks ago. The more people who get it done, the sooner we all can return to life as normal. And gotta do my part as a person who lives is part of a society. I'm doing okay though, it's just been a headache and low energy. Okay, so I gotta leave this on for 5 minutes. So I know on my channel, I've talked a lot about like YouTube tips and whatever, and I have done that like a lot before I went full time with YouTube back about 6 months ago. I really haven't talked about like how it's been the last 6 months, or I know I sprinkled in little tips here and there, but I haven't talked about it, like how it's changed it a little bit. So I wanna take this second right now, and I think this is gonna be the main discussion point through this video of how being a full-time content creator changes being a content creator. I would consider myself still a small channel, but my small channel makes more than enough money for me to be able to live off of that. And then I also have my part-time job that's salaried, that's contractor work, and I have like quite a few streams of income. So as a full-time content creator, the way content works, like it kind of becomes less of a hobby and more of a business. That like process of how you're making the videos doesn't really change. And I've heard people say that it does, and from different content creators around me, they said it can. I don't really think it does. I don't think going full-time with YouTube makes like how you do the videos change. There's just this other aspect of like the business side of it that comes into it. When you're part-time and you get like a sponsorship deal, it's like, oh, you know, sponsor, wow, it's bonus money. When it's your full-time business, you have to kind of schedule around it versus like, oh, I feel like my next video, I want it to be this. You have to let the sponsor know like at least a week out in advance what the video is gonna be on. And for someone like me that is super spontaneous, sometimes it can be really hard to be planned out like that, but it's such an important stream of income for you to really build your channel. I had sponsorship deals have paid for equipment for me. It has paid for items to go back into the channel. So you kind of need them to do those different things, but all those little deals become important. And same thing with like affiliate programs, like Amazon affiliate. All of a sudden I care a lot more about how much that's making. You kind of start to look like, how can I build and expand it? And it's really, really weird. Like the best way I can think to describe it is almost like I had the content creator sitting here the whole time on my shoulder, and now that it's my full-time thing, I have this little business guy sitting on my shoulder. And they have this nice like symbiotic relationship, because without the content creator here, the businessman has nothing to work off. The businessman funds the content creator, so that way the content creator over here, which definitely the person on this shoulder would be me, loves making content. And it allows the money that I'm making over here from the business side allows me to keep doing what I love here. So it's kind of like this weird thing, but sometimes it does feel a little bit like a drag to deal with the business stuff, because all I want to do is just create content. And it's just interesting, because like reminding myself like I have deadlines and trying to hit deadlines versus like being creative. And just going with the flow and like having these great ideas that pop up like the day before I'm gonna post and going, oh, yep, that's the video, isn't really like as much of an option sometimes because of this business guy. But if I didn't do this with a business guy, I couldn't exist fully here and make and put out as much content as I do. And I couldn't make as much content that I've been happy with putting out with, like these get ready with me's. Working my previous work, I would have never been able to film videos like this, because right now, I would be working till 8 minutes from now, and I would be working from 8 in the morning. It would be going back to filming on my lunch breaks when I was working from home, and when I had my other job that wasn't working from home, it would go back to only being able to film on the weekends. You have to almost put on and let the business side of you take the reins every once in a while, so that way the content creator in you can do what you love and keep expanding your content. But it's weird. Nobody ever talks about it though. But yeah, you kind of just, when you go from doing YouTube as a hobby or part-time to full-time, you end up with this little business guy on your shoulder. This is one of my favorite skincare masks. It is from Lush. It has oatmeal and a whole bunch of other things to help hydrate the skin. I want to know down in the comments below, does anyone ever struggle with having a good work-life balance, or is it just me? So I was in the shower and someone called me from my other job in regards to my contracting job. They needed something done really quick. So I just pop out of the shower. I have like still soapy mess. Pop out of the shower, grab my laptop, work for like 10-15 minutes, then get back into the shower. And that was one of those moments I should have just ignored it. Mango break, hold on. Anyways, that's one of those moments I should have just ignored it. I was in the shower. I get that I'm salaried and I have no work schedule, which, you know, whatever. But that doesn't mean that I'm not entitled to just take a shower uninterrupted. Oh, it's like the second anything work related pops up, I'm just on it instead of leaving it sit. Like I couldn't just have this person sit for 10 minutes until I got out of the shower, dried off, got dressed, and got to a computer. I had to run soapily to my computer to go do it. I never was good at keeping like a good work-life balance, and I'm not gonna pretend that I ever was, but I'm really bad at it now. Speaking of work, I have to finish up other stuff with my contractor part-time job after this, so that's fun. But the thing with small creators that you gotta watch out for, because I keep hearing about this, is that there's a lot of scammy companies out there that are pretending to be middlemen for actual, real, legitimate big brands that aren't, and they'll ask you to send over like an invoice or banking account information and different stuff, and they'll just like wire money out of your account or something weird, or they'll pull. I don't understand how the full thing works. Anyways, my point with that is that if you ever, small creators getting your first few sponsorship deals, this happens a lot with smaller creators and not really bigger creators, make sure that if you're gonna start working with someone, you're gonna share private information about yourself, account numbers, anything like that, that they are legitimately hired by that company and that they are not going to sell or take your information or do anything nefarious with it. I keep hearing about that, so I wanted to put out a little PSA since we are talking about my YouTube stuff. More Skin Magician. This is her renewing moisturizer. It also has hyaluronic acid, which helps with breakouts. Hyaluronic acid can make some people's skin a little bit drier. It doesn't have that effect on my skin, and then also hydrate my skin, which is really good for me out in the desert. This hydrating cream is my fave. I feel like I have to mention this because I mention her so much on like Instagram and then also here. Skin Magician, not sponsored. A lot of the stuff you guys see me post on Instagram, unless I specifically say it's sponsored or it's an ad or I tag a business partner, I'm just trying to help promote some small businesses. If I can help them in any way I can beyond buying stuff from them like I do with Skin Magician, I'm going to. All right, all hail the CeraVe, which is pretty highly revered by most people in the skincare community for being an amazing brand. This is their face lotion. There's not much to explain here. It's just usually the end of any nighttime skincare routine. And since it's sunset right now, I'm just gonna end off on this one. Just kind of like how I wouldn't be sponsored by CeraVe. Same thing with Skin Magician. She just is a smaller brand, and she's been my esthetician for years, and I mean, yeah, I just love her stuff. I am a true fan. I support her monetarily, but if there's another way I can try to support her, I will. Okay, so anyway, oh I know, Mom's face smells so good. I love you, but no, you can't lick my face. Well, anyways, that was the video. I got a very snuggly pup here who needs me to go to the bed. And no, don't lick my face, please. That was the video. Don't forget to check out my Amazon influencer page down below to see like my nail kit, stuff like that. Filming equipment, blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. Anyways, don't forget to smash the YouTube algorithm for like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the smash button. And as always, don't forget to end